Episode 33 of Uncle Beni, The Street Rule. It was a sunny afternoon when Uncle Beni decided to do some domestic chores. He gathered the garbage and stepped outside to drop it in the bin in front of his home. That was when he noticed a little boy hiding and watching the street. The boy would move a short distance, then hide again, repeating the pattern nervously. Curious, Uncle Beni wondered who he was and why he seemed so afraid. He watched as the boy, dressed in a school uniform with a bag on his back, cautiously crossed the street before suddenly running out through the gate. The next afternoon, while clearing his veranda, Uncle Beni spotted the same boy again. The boy paused stiffly, then quickly darted behind a garbage drum, as if trying to avoid being seen. Something was clearly wrong. Moments later, three boys in uniform entered through the gate, talking loudly as they approached Uncle Benny's house. They didn't notice the boy hiding nearby. "That boy must be here soon," one of them said. "Our school closes at the same time." "He should pray I don't see him," another added. "I already warned him not to pass through the street again. There are other routes." The third boy disagreed. "Why can't you just let him be? This route is closer to the main road." The first two boys dismissed him. "He must find another way." "No one owns the street," the third boy argued. "He has the right to pass through. Remember, that boy has parents. If anything happens to him, you'll be in trouble," he warned before walking away. The remaining two boys mocked him and decided to wait. They sat on Uncle Benny's side wall, ignoring him as he walked on his veranda. Realizing what was happening, Uncle Benny walked over to the boy hiding beside the garbage. "Hello, boy. Why are you hiding? Are you okay? What's your name?" he asked gently. "Toby," the boy replied, pointing toward the two boys. "Them." Understanding the situation, Uncle Benny calmly approached the boys. "Hello, boys," he said. They turned to him. "Who are you waiting for?" he asked. "Our younger brother," one replied quickly. "He will be here soon," glancing at his friend. Uncle Benny looked at them carefully. "I overheard your conversation. Are you waiting for that boy?" he asked, pointing towards Toby, who was now standing at a distance. The boys froze. "Oh, Uncle Benny, you've started again. Always cock-nosing," one of them said irritably, clearly recognizing Uncle Benny. "Who is he?" the other boy asked, nodding toward Uncle Benny. "I don't know, ask him," the first replied, beginning to walk away. "Thomas, come back," the second called. "It doesn't matter that he's here." Reluctantly, Thomas returned, standing silently beside him. "We want that boy not to pass this street again," the second boy said arrogantly. "We live here. This is not a road." "What's your name?" Uncle Benny asked. "Nathan," he replied confidently. Uncle Benny nodded. "So you believe Toby shouldn't pass through here because you live here?" Nathan nodded. Turning to Toby, whom he had gestured to come closer, Uncle Benny asked, once Toby reached him, "Why do you use this route?" "My mother owns a shop nearby," Toby explained. "She tells me to pass here so I can avoid busier, more dangerous roads." Uncle Benny faced the boys again. "You see, he's following his mother's instructions for safety." Nathan rolled his eyes while Thomas remained quiet. "Listen carefully," Uncle Benny said firmly. "Do not trouble Toby again. This is bullying. Being older does not give you the right to intimidate him. He has every right to use the street. If you harass him again, I will report you to your parents." Nathan giggled mockingly, but Thomas stayed silent. "If your parents cannot correct you," Uncle Benny continued, "I will involve legal authorities. Do I make myself clear?" Thomas nodded and walked away. Nathan hesitated, then followed. Nathan, Uncle Beni called after him. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Nathan said nothing as he left. Uncle Beni turned back to Toby and gently patted him. You can now go. Don't worry. They won't trouble you again. If they do, here's my number. Toby quickly wrote it down and Uncle Beni showed him where he lived. From that day on, Toby walked freely to his mother's shop without fear. Whenever Uncle Beni saw him, Toby would wave cheerfully. One day, while driving, Uncle Beni spotted Nathan trying to hail a cab. He stopped. Need a ride? He asked. Nathan nodded and got in. Uncle Beni, he said, Thomas told me about you and everything you do, especially for kids. I want to apologize for what I did. I've changed. I now speak against bullying at school, and Thomas joins me. We want to treat everyone right. Uncle Beni smiled. I'm glad to hear that. That's the right path. I see Toby sometimes after school, Nathan continued. At first, he was scared, but we apologized. Now we greet each other. That's good, Uncle Beni said. You've learned an important lesson. Keep it up, and you'll grow into better men. Nathan smiled. We want to be like you. Uncle Beni laughed. You'll be even better. They both smiled, and Uncle Beni drove on, proud that the boys had learned a lesson that would stay with them for life. Keep enjoying the episodes of Uncle Beni at unclebeni.wordpress.com.